Hey, I'm Carlos, board game designer and founder of Los Games. Welcome back to the channel. This week, I'm starting something new, a series called My Favorite Games, where I share the games that have meant the most to me as a designer and tell you exactly what I love about them. Today's games Through the Ages, a new story of civilization. One of the very few games I give a perfect 10. Through the Ages is a civilization building game. You start in antiquity and develop all the way through the modern era. You manage your population, your production, your military, your technologies, your wonders, and your great leaders. I remember reading the rulebook for the first time and feeling something I don't feel often. This specific sense that every single mechanic fits perfectly with every other, that the solution the designer found to each problem are genuinely clever and original. It's a long game, hard to get to the table, but there's a digital version, and if you can't commit to the full physical experience, I recommend starting there. I've played both versions a lot, and the depths hold up in both. The mechanic I keep coming back to is population management. Every time you want to build a new structure or recruit a military unit, you need population. And population gets progressively more expensive to grow as your civilization demands more of it. So the game is constantly creating this pressure. You can do everything. And the way you resolve the pressure is through intelligent choices, develop more efficient technology, so you need fewer buildings, lean on wonders for the unique effects, use great leaders at the right moments. Everything fits. There are always multiple paths to the same solution, and none of them feels like the obvious right answer. That's rare. One of the most interesting design decisions in the game is what military actually does. Military strength doesn't just win wars, it protects you from events, it earns you benefits through the games, and it determines what happens when conflicts arise between players. If your military falls behind, you suffer. You don't get eliminated, but you pay a cost. That creates a constant low level tension. You have to stay above the other players militarily, but not because you necessarily want to fight, but because falling behind has real consequences. It's a pressure that never fully goes away. The last thing worth talking about is how the game ends and what actually wins it. At the end of the game, victory points are everything. And here's the tension. If you spend the whole game building your production engine and chasing technologies, you can end up with an incredibly efficient civilization that loses some points. Building the engine and building the score are different things. You have to do both, and learning when to shift your focus from growing to scoring is one of the deepest decisions in the game. Through the Ages is one of my very few tens. It's the kind of game that's made me want to understand why it works so well. And that understanding has fed directly into how I design. If you haven't played it, the Board Game Geek link and the digital version are both in the description. Give it a try. And leave a comment. What are your favorite games? I'm genuinely curious. See you in the next one.